the Monday, February 2nd, 2026 meeting of the Ellettsville Town Council. Start with the pledge, Chief.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, thank you. Bless this town. Bless the decisions we have to make tonight and future nights. Give us the wisdom and discernment to make the right decisions for the best of and the betterment of the town of Ellettsville and those around us. In your name, Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. When you're ready, roll call, please.
Scott Oldham,
Here.
Ian Crawford, William Ellis,
Here.
Trevor Sager,
Here.
Pamela Samples.
If you wouldn't mind watching Zoom, that way she said she's going to try and jump in, but not sure when she'll be able to make it happen. Let's go immediately to opening bids for the community crossing grant.
The first bid is from E&B Paving for the resurfacing of various streets in Ellettsville. The bid is $154,277.15.
How much is that again, Darla? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
How much is that last bid again?
$154,277.15.
Thank you.
The next one is from DC Construction Services, Inc., and their bid is for $196,486.51. Third one is from Milestone Contractors. Their bid is for $147,834.26. And the final one is from Lentz Paving, $166,152.39. So as always, I recommend the council take the bids under advisement so that they can be reviewed by the street department and/or the planning department to make sure that the bids are in compliance with the specifications.
May I add something to this also as well? Initially, we did not get granted the money through the grant because of the decrease in funds from 300 million to 100 million. So not only myself, but other local small towns, I think, for instance, locally, Olytic was one of them, reached out to them. And right now, I think it's been through the Senate. It's going to the House now, but it's Senate Bill 179. And it's proposal of an additional $75 million for called projects that some of the smaller communities like us really rely on this. And if this goes through, pretty much we've got a pretty good chance that we are going to get the funding. So these are kind of like preliminary bids. So I will hold on to these bids after Denise and I look at them, and we will not award the winning bidder until NDOT notifies me and says, yes, you're good to go.
Now, we've gotten some funds from that, correct? Approved?
No,
Oh, I thought they approved some of it.
no, they gave me certain streets that I was able to do a pre-bid with.
Okay.
So that's what I went with, was what they suggested I bid for. So now I just need to wait on NDOT to find out the rest, so.
Okay. But it sounds like we're going to get something.
It does sound like we are going to get something, yes.
Thank you guys for the work on that, because it's kind of contrary to what we were told at the state for passing the wheel tax, and now all of a sudden,
Well, there's a shot.
yeah.
All those in the council in favor of taking the bids in abeyance until we find out further, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We'll move on now to normal action to pay, action approved minutes from January 12th, 2026 meeting.
So moved.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Action to pay accounts payable vouchers and payroll vouchers.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None abstaining. Resolutions this evening, there are two. The first resolution is 03-2026 to repeal Resolution 30-2025 and to establish labor and equipment costs for the Town of Ellettsville Department of Public Works.
This is a housekeeping matter. Back in October of last year, the town council voted to go before the IURC to file what's called a 30-day filing petition to increase non-recurring charges. At the same time the council approved that, you also passed a resolution which was designed to set forth the charges that the town would charge operators or contractors or other utilities if they needed help from the town. And so when the IURC passed, gave you your 30-day filing, I went back and looked at the resolution, and basically you had some overlap. There were things in the resolution that didn't need to be in the resolution because they were covered by the IURC. So I took out the apples, oranges, and just left the bananas. So this is what this is. It's just a cleanup, and it just sets forth the rates that the town will charge other contractors, period. It doesn't cover anything that the IURC would regulate.
Okay, and I guess, is there any type of annual increase, or do we have to revisit this every year if we're going to have an increase?
These are just your own personal charges. So yes, if you wanted to increase them, you would have to do it either through a resolution or some sort of internal policy.
So we could set an
change
internal
mechanism
policy that we
if you
kept up with
wanted to.
inflation?
Yep.
Okay. Questions from council? Pam, can you hear us all right? Pam,
Did you send me, Scott?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Okay. Any questions from council? Any action or any questions from the public? Mr. Town Manager, do you want to speak at all with this? Okay. And we're back to the council.
I'll move to pass Resolution 03-2026 to repeal Resolution 30-2025 and to establish labor and equipment cost for the Town of Ellettsville Department of Public Works.
Second.
Motion is second. All those, I'm sorry. Roll call, please. Yeah.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
Yes,
Trevor Sager.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And Mike, can we get some type of internal policy? That way we're not recreating the wheel every year to do this, as far as increases or whatever you think you will need.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just makes it easier in the long run. Resolution 04-2026, additional appropriation for the final fire truck payment.
The council will see in their packet the exact amount to make the final payment for the fire truck. And so that is the amount of the additional appropriation. It will come out of the local income tax economic development fund. And I have the projected balance for the end of 2026, if you would like that as well.
Currently, right?
No, if you were to approve this amount.
Right.
I subtracted it out so that you would know with the budget that we have currently in place, if we were to appropriate all of the funds, what the ending total balance for the LED would be.
What is it?
$841,639.93, and that's assuming that we spend all the money that we appropriated. And in 2025, we turned in $163,846.24 back into the LED.
Not off of this. This can't come off of this. Questions from council?
Just making a comment to the public that this is not additional taxes. We're not taxing more. We're just moving from one fund to the other.
We're taking it from the bank account essentially and asking permission to spend it.
Gotcha. But it's money we already have, is what I'm saying. We don't have to collect this.
Questions from the public? Seeing none, back to the council for action.
Make a motion to approve Resolution 04-2026, the additional appropriation for the final fire truck payment.
Okay. I'll second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
yes,
Trevor Sager.
Yes.
Motion passes.
We have one ordinance on first reading this evening, which is ordinance 2026-02, amending sewer deposit fee.
The purpose of this ordinance is to increase the sewer deposit fee for renters from $100 to $250.
Okay. This is on first reading this evening. Is there any reason to do anything more with it tonight?
No.
Okay.
I do have a question. That's quite a bit of a jump.
It reflects a couple months, or maybe 3 months of bill, and so we just want to raise it, so a lot of times we get left.
Go work.
We get left holding the bill, so to speak, and so that just seemed to be where we wanted to. That's where we landed as far as an amount.
Just concerned about the amount, because renters are already stretched thin. And I don't know if there's something we can do for fees to assess ones that are delinquent, but I just don't like the idea of everybody that's paying normally without problems being punished for delinquencies when they're not delinquent, and that's in a sense what we're doing here.
Okay, well,
Do we have a lot of this? Because most apartments is handled through the landlord, right? Or am I wrong on that?
yeah, I mean, we do have a lot of problems when people don't pay their bills.
No, I mean
Collecting.
renters. Do we have a lot of renters that come to us to get sewer? Or is that usually going through the
Well,
landlord?
when they rent, they have to pay a deposit on the water and sewer prior to renting.
Like houses, but not apartments.
Yeah.
Right.
The big problem is when we have failure to pay on water, we shut the water off. We have failure to pay on sewer, we have no recourse.
Correct.
If they own the property, we can't lien the property, to get your money back, which is very cumbersome and hard to manage. So it's just, the cost of services is going up, and we're trying to bring the deposit up to match it, because you're always in arrears when you're paying a water and sewer bill.
Right.
And sometimes these renters will be short-term renters, or renters that are, they know they're moving on, and they will not pay their last couple of months, and we have no recourse to get the money back.
Can't file a lien.
So we take the deposit and pay the end of your payment, so your sewer bills and water bills don't go up in the future.
Is there a way we could put a lien on the property owner if they're renting? So they have some skin in the game too to,
Actually, let me look into that.
okay,
Or we fine property.
right.
Well, we could. I mean, I think we can, but
Microphone's on here speaking. Oh.
I'll let her look into it. But I think in the past, it causes problems when we have to deal with the property owners as well.
Sure.
And it is a problem.
We good on that conversation?
Yep.
Pam?
No, I'm fine.
There are no ordinances on second reading this evening. There are, however, 3 items of old business. The first is the Heritage Center barn.
Yeah, you want to start or you want me to start? Oh, thanks. Okay, so, well, we have our rules and regulations, if you will, set up for using the barn. And one of the things we'd like to change is asking for a certificate of insurance. We think it's just fraught with problems, everything from people not, whatever their deductible is, we have to go after that. I mean, somebody's got to pay that, so then we have to go after that, and it doesn't really cover, our costs if they have a high deductible. If the claim's denied, then who do we go after? And just the claim process itself just seems to be cumbersome for us to work with. We don't understand why we would have a certificate of insurance. We have insurance on our property anyway, And so if it's a small amount, and we want to get our money back, the deposit usually will cover it. Most people that get certificates of insurance, I'm not sure about this, but I think have a deductible. And so there's always going to be this tug of war of trying to make a claim if we ever had to make a claim. So like I said, we already have insurance ourselves, so we just don't, I think it would be hard to, for our staff to process a certificate of insurance.
I'm the one that originally suggested it.
What is the deposit, Mike, on that?
500.
That he has the ability to waive, or the Parks Department has the ability to waive?
Well, we want to talk about that too.
Here,
So the whole purpose, I rewatched that meeting, because I figured this would come. Anyway.
were you?
She was snowed in.
So, yeah. I think the whole purpose of the either or was to give people a break on the $500 for the damage deposit. And as Noelle said, she cannot take the check and just let it sit on her desk. If someone gives her a check, she has to deposit it. So either, and then there was some discussion among the council members as to whether the $500 deposit was hefty. So I think the compromise was $500 or a certificate of liability insurance or event coverage, which is a little different than liability insurance. I think the town council decided on event coverage, which covers liability. So I think that was the compromise, but really and truly, damage deposit and liability insurance or event coverage are two different things.
And so some people wait till the last minute to pay us the deposits or the application fee or whatever. And then, so if they whip a certificate of insurance on us and hand it down, I mean, we'll be, it'll be our responsibility to determine if it's even legit or not. And so, I just.
Didn't we have a lower price for residents?
Well, that was just the rental fee. It was
Yeah.
$125, $250, and then the damage deposit was the third issue.
Okay.
We want to encourage people to use it for sure.
So if I want to rent the barn as a resident, how much is it going to cost me all in?
$125.
125 plus the $500.
So then it doesn't cost $125, it costs $625.
You get the $500 back.
I understand, but it's still,
Not right away, you don't.
right.
Correct.
We can hold the check.
We cannot.
I thought we was gonna be able to hold the check originally, and I didn't, but
Well, you
we're.
had to do that because they could go and cancel the check on you.
We-
And
we-
so,
Can we, seeing that this meeting was a special meeting because we moved it, and we have another meeting next Monday as a regularly scheduled meeting, could we perhaps table this and have some internal discussion on where we can go with this before then?
Sure, and so a couple other things to think about. That's great. So employees, back to deposits, should I have the ability to waive the deposit for employees? And can we offer them the in-town rate?
Yes, I would say so.
Yes.
And then lastly, I don't think I should want to have the ability to waive the fee for anybody. I mean, there's probably some institutions, quasi-government institutions, or people we might want to waive the fee for, but I hesitate to be arbitrarily saying yes and no to people.
Darrell, does waiving the fee put us up to, I guess, legal risk, what is that, arbitrary and capricious, where we,
I think you can have a policy for whatever you want.
okay,
I mean, as long as you're not denying people. income
Based on
for some
race, color, or
illegal reason,
protected, yeah.
you're fine.
So let me ask you this, and I'm not sure how to phrase this. Do we have a limit on what it's used for, when it's used, how it's used, and how many people are going to be there?
Yes, yes. Okay, occupancy limits, 80, we put that in our rules. We also put the time.
Inside the building.
Yes,
What about outside the building?
we didn't address that.
What if I want to have a concert and I put my act on the front steps and I have this entire,
Do want a general liability policy.
yeah, there we go.
There's a
Wouldn't that be
difference between,
an event?
yeah, there's private parties and then parties where the public's invited, which
I've been
is
to a
my
couple of private
understanding.
parties the majority of the public showed up at.
Well, I know, but,
And it was those big things where I was concerned with, but Mike kind of addressed it when he says, we already have our own policy. So if they do something and do severe damage, we can get that taken care of from our policy, and then our insurance company will go after them.
Well, yeah, I get it, but I'm after some protections for known quantities that we've seen over the years. I assume, and it's me assuming, that in all these leases, we have peremptory clauses where if for whatever reason, police or fire find this a danger to public safety or find this too big to manage with the on-duty resources, they can walk in and say, we're done, everybody close, get out. And if not, why don't we have that?
We put something in similar, I can't remember the wording, I don't have it in front of me. We also put they could be banned for violating the rules, and we did put something about safety in there, but I don't have it in front of me.
Again, having occasion to attend some parties that thousands of people show up at, we simply don't have the manpower for that. So,
so you want general language and you're saying police or fire can shut it down?
or town manager, depending,
Well, because also too, they could say, oh, we're gonna have 80 people here.
and 500 show up.
500 show up, and they're like, I don't know who all these people are. We need,
Again, there may be a reason that you need it closed for whatever other governmental problems, issues, flooding, the river's too high, we've got rain coming in, take your pick or whatever. That doesn't necessarily fall under either of these two lines.
Sure, maybe even my family shows up and I'll
Maybe,
get rid of them.
maybe it's your family down there, you want us to close it out for you, I don't know, I'm just saying. I just want the ability, because it's, to use a word that I learned a long time ago, it's an attractive nuisance.
Yes.
It's
But,
very attractive, and I don't want it becoming a nuisance.
yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to kind of make the sausage out of something like this to get where we want to be. I think it's going to be a perfect event, or a place for events, but we just got a couple of rough edges we need to fix here.
Agreed. So with your permission, can we table this, council?
Yeah, we got a meeting next Monday.
Right. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of rentals in the next 5 or 6 days, so.
and Mike, I understand about the insurance, talked to Noel, and the cumbersome of verifying it, and
Right. So can I get a motion to table the Heritage Center discussion?
I'll make a motion to table the Heritage Center discussion.
Motion is second, roll call, please.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
yes,
Trevor Sager.
Yes.
Motion tabled.
Thank you all. The next is the wastewater control panel replacement and SCADA system migration.
Yes, you actually, the first part of that control panel, you approved last meeting, and the second part of it is the SCADA system. It's professional service from Wessler Engineering. I think it's in your packet. Is it in your packet?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically those services are for programming labor, as well as system software licensing, and I mean, it's the computers and everything. And the total for it was not to exceed $258,400. So they don't know that it'll cost that much. They just want to put enough hours on there. They're going to rewrite the whole SCADA system. This will actually set us up to be able to include our water towers, our lift stations, our water booster stations in the future, and have a town-wide SCADA system for all the things we do. So, cost of doing business, this will be paid for out of equipment, the shared equipment replacement account that us and Eastern Regional Sewer District have. And I've already shared this information with Easter Rose.
And I'd just like to add, we use the SCADA system every day and all the time. So, I mean, it's like first thing in the morning, I jump on the SCADA system, so does he. So it's,
Very important.
thank you.
Is that the system that lets you guys know, like, if the water pressure's low in a certain area, or?
It doesn't actually do that, but it kind of would, because we're looking at the water towers and we can tell if they're going down rapidly. But this will also tell us if we have some kind of alarm at the wastewater plant
Okay.
or our equipment failure. And we do not have to staff it 24 hours a day because we have the SCADA system. So if you can imagine having to put, a crew of 12 people out there around the clock,
Yeah.
it'd be that $250,000 would not cover it.
That would be for this year.
Not even close.
Right, that's true.
So,
So I apologize, Jeff, you need a vote on this? Or-
but I think it should be approved
Okay.
to go ahead and.
Sure, I just want to be sure. So is there a motion from council concerning the SCADA system?
Yeah, I make a motion to approve the SCADA system. How do you want that phrased? Migration because how do you want it phrased?
Oh, well, I mean.
The Westler bid
Yeah.
should be approved.
I'll make a motion to approve the Westler engineering bid.
I'll second it.
Sorry, I was zoned out.
All right.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Trevor Sager,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
Yes.
motion passes.
The next one is appointments to the Monroe County Solid Waste District Board and MPO.
And that's the MPO policy committee.
So the policy board appointment is to be the president of the town council, but the bylaws state that if Scott cannot do it, he can appoint an alternative.
Well, I
Oh,
cannot.
I'm sorry,
so-
if you can't serve, the whole board picks your replacement,
Okay, I can't serve. There
your
you go, guys.
proxy, whatever you want to.
Who do we want as proxy? Suggestions?
Kevin or Chris?
This doesn't have to be a council,
It
one of
does.
us council
Oh, it
members.
does have to
If I'm
be.
reading the bylaws correctly, it has to be, well-
And Trevor, because, I mean, I have no expertise with that.
Yeah, I cannot do it.
I'm strapped on time as it is.
Pam, do you want to do this?
No, I couldn't. It conflicts with timing.
Right. And I know Dan said he could not do either. Can we let it sit vacant for a
Sure,
period of time?
let me take a look at it. I had another question that came up in my head.
Oh, and we're just talking about if you can't make it, correct? Or?
Yeah, I cannot
Correct,
make it,
yes.
Oh, okay, so,
so.
yeah.
Solid Waste Management Board is the same thing, is it not? Because that's actually appointment by the county commissioners at our
Appointed
request.
by the county commissioners, but I think the way you've handled it in the past is you appoint somebody and then we just tell the
Sure.
commissioners and they say,
But that doesn't have to be council, does it? Do you want to look at that and get back
yes,
with?
it has to be. It's a member who's a member of the legislative body of a town in the county that is not the municipality having the largest population in the county. So yes.
Okay. Why don't we, I would suggest we just let this one sit moot for a little bit, and we'll see if somebody can free up time to do some of these things.
Once I'm done with reorganization, I can.
All right. Do you want a motion to table, Darla, or should we just let it sit?
A motion to table would be fine, thank you.
Okay. Do I said motion to table these appointments?
So moved.
Yes.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion to second. Roll call, please.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Pamela Samples,
Yes.
Trevor Sager,
Yes.
motion tabled.
Okay, go ahead, Mike, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to point out we need to appoint somebody to the RDC as well. We have a
Yes.
resignation.
Correct.
So I don't know if we can do
Tom
that.
Corman, correct?
Yes. I don't think it's necessary we do it tonight, but
We wait till Monday, we'll do something.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make
Do
sure.
we have
everybody
any
knew.
applicants so far?
No, I mean, we really haven't advertised, but I did say today at the department head meeting that maybe somebody out of one of the reorganization committees might work.
Redevelopment.
I apologize, Mike.
I just said we might be able to pick somebody out of one of the reorganization committees might be a good candidate, so.
Why don't we all give some thought to that? And again, within, pretty convenient, we have a meeting next Monday that we can come back to some of these things in a timely fashion. So with that said, is there new business? Anything? Seeing none there. Now we'll move to privilege of the floor. Anyone having business for the council not part of the normal agenda? None there. Supervisor comments?
Well, I'm just going to say, I'm gonna let Kip take care of it, but just hats off to
Absolutely.
the people that plowed the snow and then plowed the other snow and then plowed the rest of the snow. Hats off to them. I mean, we was in really good shape pretty quick, relatively speaking, so hats off to that. In about a week, we're going to start warming up, and people need to be aware if they've had frozen pipes and they're still frozen, people that have fire suppression systems, and if they've not been paying attention to how warm their ceilings are, they need to be aware when we start thawing out, if their frozen pipes are more likely going to start leaking, and then it'll be emergency shutoffs. Of course, you can always call the Ellettsville Water Department. We have 24-hour service, and we'll come out, but I just want people to be aware it's inevitable that when we start thawing out, we've been 10 days below freezing, and a lot of them been around zero, and we've had wind, so I know there's some stuff out there froze up. When it thaws out, it's going to cause damage, so just be aware.
Thank you, sir.
I do have one other item. I solicited bids to construct the new septic receiving station at the wastewater treatment plant. Asked 4 people to bid on it. 2 did send in bids. Dara has them, and I'd like for her to open them and turn it over to you, Dara.
The first bid is from West Concrete, and their bid is for $59,574. And the second one is from Eric Maston. $57,830.
What was the first one?
Pardon
How
me?
much was the first one?
First one was $59,574, the second one was $57,830.
I would suggest you allow me to take these advertisements and make sure they're bidding on what the actual print or the blueprints and specs call for, so.
We need a motion for that?
Please.
I'll make a motion to let Jeff Farmer take the bids under advisement.
Motion second. Roll call, please.
Scott Oldham,
Yes.
William Ellis,
Yes.
Trevor Sager,
Yes.
Pamela Samples.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Anything else?
Well, I need to bring that back to the next council meeting, or
Please, once you look at it, make
I
your
can do that
recommendation.
Monday, right?
Pardon me?
I can do that next Monday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Chief?
Well, I don't know where to begin, other than I've got an awesome group of guys that work under me that stuck it out from the beginning to the end. We came in about an hour before it started on Saturday. Nobody went home till 3:30 on Monday. So the guys were there the whole time. I had constant conversations with the town manager. Monroe County Highway was in contact with me. And I even had conversations with the city of Bloomington Streets as well. So we all three, with this storm, talked out our plans, worked it all out, made sure the guys had rest, made sure they had food. I mean, it did really well. I mean, I've never had anything this big in my position. I did when I first started here 24 years ago. And that was under the helm of Jim Riggle. But it went really, really well. We had very little breakdowns. And on the contrary, we are not out of sand, or salt, but we are low. There's been a shortage in this area, and a lot of it, I was told, went south because of they needed a lot of it down there because they're not equipped for that kind of stuff in that area. So we're still good, and I just want to thank the guys a lot for what they did. So.
It's a little too low temperatures for the salt to even take effect, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, you get down into your upper teens, it doesn't want to work. And the salt that I normally get that's, let me word it the right way, less expensive, will not treat at lower temperatures. But the salt that I end up having to get will treat down. It was treated salt. It cost me a little more money, but I got that semi-load in on Friday before the storm hit Saturday night. So that's how close it was getting. So, but yeah, you're right. Temperatures, there's a right around the upper teens, salt quits working. So.
Well, it should go without saying, to pass along our thanks, but I will say that your guys constantly amaze me at how quick things get done. So.
I'd point one more thing out. The new facility really helped too. It supports the operations. It's unbelievable. I mean, if it hadn't been for the support of the board to get that building built, we'd be back to the other two places that we used to work out of. And it's superb being able to work out of a facility that it actually supports the effort. So thanks for that.
I will say that the residents are noticing it too, because I've seen many comments saying, I'm driving in Ellettsville, even the side streets have been plowed a couple times, and I hit X. I mean, I'm not insulting any of the other road people, but when they hit X, they notice where the borders are. And
I did call in a few extra guys. I mean, we normally plow with about 8 guys, and I think we had a total of 12 guys here that was there for primarily them 3 days, pretty much. So we did have a few extra guys in there, and that did help out a lot. So it gave us an extra truck here and there, so.
thank you.
Council comments? Anybody? Pam?
No.
Darla? Seeing no further business, we'll stand and adjourn.